Wow, this is wonderful. I want us to give us a round of applause to the organizers of this event. All right, allow me to speak from here. Is that okay? All right. Right come Zimbabwe, guys. We don't need more churches. We need more entrepreneurs. I want you to broadcast this. We need more entrepreneurs, not more churches. We need more conferences like this, Baba Wititi. Not more breakthrough evenings. Hello? Because you see, the tragedy. No, I actually need to start on that. Because in Zimbabwe, we're a very superstitious country. When you need a PhD in finance, the next thing you think you need a nganga for you to have money. Hello? You do finance, and the next thing you think you need water, either anointed or boiled, and you think that's what you need for you to make your business happen. Nonsense. So the tragedy of our country is we've got more people investing in entertainment more than education. Yet, they want to be successful. So, allow me to once again acknowledge the wonderful work that has been done by this wonderful organization. Baba Witite, it's really an honor knowing you. Our GS, thank you so much for this wonderful event. And thanks for allowing me to share the stage with the man I respect so much, Dr. Chanakira. So guys, I hope we are going to have something like this again next time. So I'm a lawyer by profession. Those guys who have never met me, I represent the people you commonly call criminals. We call them clients. So between 8 to 5, that's what I'm doing. And when I'm not in court, I'm talking to people like you because I believe so much in human potential. And I believe in challenging people to change their stories. So a bit about me, I've got a U in mathematics at O level. I've got a C in English at O level, C English, A level, third class university communication skills. So in brief, you don't need maths for you to make money. They usually say, hey, I'm not calling in maths, and Crown Plaza anti-maths, and Sutombomira. And they got to this and things are happening. So why do we need to make this noise so much? Because you see, the subject of entrepreneurship has been spoken from a wrong angle altogether, usually coupled and abused by people who want to gain support. But one of the things that I believe, and this is one of the things that I want the people who are in positions of responsibility to keep in mind, is the future of any country is determined by how a country treats its entrepreneurs. I want to be this. The future of any country, any economy, if you want to see the future, look at how they treat their entrepreneurs. Because honestly speaking, and globally the studies have been made, and they have come out with something very interesting, that it's not governments that create jobs, it's entrepreneurs who create jobs. That's why no politician has got a right to promise people jobs. Why? Because the role of governments, role of politicians is simply to create the conditions where you and I, as entrepreneurs, can create jobs, period. That's why when you go home and you're developing your enterprise, you are holding jobs. What is entrepreneurship? I love what you said. It's providing solutions for a profit. All right, this is my definition of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the art of taking money from people without people complaining. I'm going to repeat this, and I want you to keep this at heart. Entrepreneurship is the art, meaning it can be learned, of taking money from people without people complaining. Meaning if you use Bemba, you're a robber, you're not an entrepreneur. If you use a gun, you're a robber, you're not an entrepreneur. If you lie, you're a fraudster, you're not an entrepreneur. But when you master the art of taking money from people without people complaining, then you're an entrepreneur. And the question that's I want all of us to keep to heart is, number one, why is it other people are taking money faster and at a larger scale, and you are taking in humble quantities? That's a very simple question. And why is it some people are taking money for 2 years and they close shop, and Coca-Cola has been taking money since 1886, started by a drug addict? Yes, drug addict. 1886, before the colonization of Zimbabwe, Coca-Cola has been still taking money, and they make more money than all of us in Zimbabwe combined. Why is it William Colgate, a pastor, started a company called Colgate when others are simply selling water? Hello? So, I want to share with you some thoughts. Then I'll sit down. The guys in media, I want you to write this statement, please. I want you to write this. In Zimbabwe, you guys in media, please stop glorifying tenderpreneurs. They are not entrepreneurs, they are tenderpreneurs. Stop glorifying people whose source of income we don't know. And stop celebrating people whose vehicles you don't know where the money came from. And stop glorifying people who are busy showing you videos of vehicles, houses, whose sources you don't know. We don't build an economy through entertaining people with things we don't even know where they were obtained from. Putting unnecessary pressure on people who are not serious. So, what we need in Zim are genuine, authentic, traceable entrepreneurs. Starting small, they are able to tell us the steps they took to where they are. To be honest, and with all due respect, I have no respect for people who pray for money. Hello? Why? Because entrepreneurship is an art, and that's the art that allows you to master the principles that will give you money. Meaning money is a byproduct and should never be a pursuit. When you do things right, money is a natural consequence. When you follow the right principles, money becomes a natural consequence. Meaning for years, many people have been pursuing money, and trust me, you've been pursuing the wrong thing. Because once you come up with WhatsApp and 1 billion people or more are using it, Facebook is going to see the value, they'll give you 19 billion. Once you come up with something very nice, Coca-Cola saw it in Kobe Bryant, and they'd part with about 200 million just for a product. So, what do we need in Zimbabwe? Ladies and gentlemen, we need more things like this, more conferences like this. Why? Because why many businesses are not going to last? Because we're not being exposed to the right material. We're being consistently exposed to the wrong material. I've got so much respect to the guys in the States who have done a lot of work in sharing these are amazing business principles. But guys, we're in Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, this is the country where you work for your money, then you have to buy money. In Zimbabwe, this is a country where you go to bed with your money being called a US dollar. The next thing, it has got a twin brother, called a bond note, and they are 1:1. In Zimbabwe, that's the day when you're told everything is 1:1. The next thing you're told, no, we need to separate the same names. Now you've got a currency called a Nostro RTGS account and RTGS cents. That's Zimbabwe. Meaning if you're able to do business in Zim, you can do it anywhere else. So one strength of the Zimbabwean is we're so innovative, we're so resilient. You shut down the internet, we come up with places where you can get a VPN. So, you can't be in Zimbabwe and fail to be successful. But I want to help you. Why many of us are not going to make it for long? Why? Because we've got the wrong mindset. That's why when akambo broka katamari, you all have to see kuti adzoka. I always tell people, I have no respect for a person who drives any car, expensive car, until I understand what's driving you. Kune one right now into my business to potential to bike and nokutorerwa mari so that ungotenga Benz unyararidzewa wengi who don't even care about you. Right now, the people who are busy renting my premises when the business is still in its infancy, when you can still be protecting it, fighting it, developing it, until you can afford whatever you want to. But we're so obsessed with trying to prove a point. We're so obsessed with trying to prove our enemies wrong. That's why. Apana business no broke accidentally. I'm going to give you 5 principles, then I'll sit down. Every business is going to succeed, number one, because of the choices that you're making. Equally, every business is going to collapse because of the choices that you're making as well. Failure and success are matters of choice. They are not matters of chance. In other words, you don't wake up successful accidental. You don't. It's an accident to think that you're going to change the direction and the course of your business accidentally. You change it deliberately through the quality of your choices. Guys, Ignorance is a choice. Not knowing is a choice. Meaning, you might not even have a business background, and you still want to nurture that. That's a choice. However, you also have got a choice to learn. So this year I'm telling people to change two things. Number one, I'm encouraging people to change the quality of their contacts. Because the problem with our generation is we're busy upgrading the quality of our handsets before we upgrade the quality of our contacts. Meaning, unembudzi, you can have multi-million discussions. Une iPhone, you can be having useless messages broadcast effectively. That's why I say don't change the quality of your handsets until you have changed the quality of your contacts. Surround yourself with daring entrepreneurs, people who refuse to accept things that are, people who challenge themselves to be better, people who want better things, people who look into the environment in Zimbabwe and they're asking when is 2023, but you still say, what's 2023? Because you see opportunity now and you don't wait for an opportunity through an election. As a matter of fact, if you're waiting for an election and you're an entrepreneur, you don't need to wait. At least by now, you have been reading the newspaper. Could result say. That's why ukamirira kuti zvinhu zvinake uchingochema ndakambopa vanhu advice unosvika pakuchemwa uchichema. So stop the nonsense in my elections. Start going into business mode. Where, because your relevance as an entrepreneur is justified by the existence of a crisis. Meaning where there's no crisis, you're irrelevant. Where there is a problem, that's where your business is. Because your role is to bring sanity. That's why a drug addict was trying to run away from a drug addiction, mixed cocaine and some substance related to wine, cola nuts, Coca-Cola. Started selling it as a substitute morphine. And the drug addict died broke, but sold the business to somebody with an idea who took the business globally. And in India, they had to ban Coca-Cola because people had access to Coca-Cola than water. Choices. So guys, you're not broke because you're in Zimbabwe, you're broke because of choices. Who are you spending your time with? Remember I said upgrade the quality of your contacts. And the next thing is to upgrade the quality of your conversations. You see, the problem with many of us is we're consistently present in useless groups. And the daring ones are consistently admins in such groups. Then, how do you expect your life to change? So guys, I'm not here to tell you about the socio-economic whatever. I'm here to tell you, look for the opportunities. It's where you put your eyes. That's very important. Where you put your attention, your concentration, your focus. That's important. Why? Because what you concentrate on grows and what you neglect dies. Upgrade the quality of your choices. And the choice that I'm encouraging people to make it this year is to stop doing what is easy. You see, if you do what is easy, you end up where everyone is. But if you make a conscious decision to do what's not easy, your life is going to be different. Don't kuti wangachifamba nemabenzi pinda muhonda fit in a future than mubenzi rugadzirwa pasi pemuti. As a matter of fact, anyone anogadzirisa benzi pasi pemuti haana kukwana. That's my advice. Runzi kwana. Amen. Mabenzi haasi for poor people. Muzanotora. Haina kugadzirwa munhu ari poor anochema kana mileage yaada kusvika time yeservice. Haina kugadzirwa iwewe chimbotanga waita mari wambodeveloper, then it's normal. Turikutaura ma-entrepreneurs chimbomira kusa Brazilian uchiri kuburuka mukombi, developer business. You see, the problem with many of us, connected choices, is we're so obsessed with lifestyle more than reality. That's why right now, look at your WhatsApps, videos, report, lifestyle. So, if a lifestyle entrepreneur, you won't go far. One warukuisa hembe pa WhatsApp nepa Instagram. Do you know kune company inonzi Louis Vuitton? Waridzi wacho chaya chawasombozvitora mupicture mutorero wauri kuzviita iwewe. Focus on what will bring about transformation. Focus on the right conversations. Surround yourself with the right people. Talk the right stories. Run away from energy suckers. Go to energy drinks type of people. Kune one who took us spend 2 minutes now, they will tell you how gloomy the future is. You can't be creative. Toxic. I can go with 1, 2, 3 good words. You are very convinced you are not going anywhere except underground. So, do patrukuti. Choose appropriately. And guys, if you're an entrepreneur and you're in Zimbabwe, you've got number 1, a perfect setup your urombe to justify the failure of a business, and secondly, to justify your failure as an individual. Your explanation is simple. Some motor in 2 words. Just say the economy. But we want people who are going to say, even in this economy, that's where I'm going to make my money. Thomas Butter, Antonia Butter, family of friends, they started a company, and they were not making boots $100, $200 just by being able to set a goal. We want to put at least a pair of shoes on over 1 billion people. A small goal, great vision, great consistency, great execution. And in Czechoslovakia, not in Gweru, Czechoslovakia, Bar was birthed. And in Zimbabwe, it's near a branch. Guys, what's your excuse? Usamuka every day just to show people you're wasting your time. Because even if you got impressed, they'll still talk. Mind your business. The reason why many people can't mind the business, number 1, because they have no business to mind at all. That's why they are putting their nose in what people are doing. That's why if you can't mind your business, you'll be busy polluting the internet. Because not all ones know I'm like, guys, we have never asked for that. We have never. Please mind your business. It's true, inflation story. So, do patruguti. Mind your business. Number 2, choices. Number 2, I want you to work on your character. Guys, my business in Africa are predictable what will happen. If you're a man, akangotanga kuita mota dzakutakura nevanhu vaimutiza achifamba netsoka. Vamwe vacho vakaupgrade zita kunzi maslay queen, ndo vacho vaakutsvaga iwawo. Why is it an African man akaita mari, the next thing I always wrote the type of my opposite sex partners? So, if you make money in the absence of character, you are going to simply amplifying a dubious character. Sazonyeperwa, hakuna munhu anonzi no akazotanga kuda wakadzi ane mari. That's not true. Angagara achiwada, but the means were so restricted to cover his true character. That's why I'm saying, Pero, there's this useless statement. Inotaura kunzi power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. That's a useless statement. Absolute power simply exposes absolute corruption. Corrupt. So power is simply giving you the means and the stage and the platform for you to expose who you are. So money gives you the platform and the stage to expose who you are. That's why many businesses are going to die with our owners. Because we don't work on ourselves. Anyway, it's normal with marongo nyarara. It's good. Kwete kuti nyika yese zoto rumwa doro rinodhura. Ineni as a matter of fact rupinda mudumbu mako. Chingonyarara. Behave. Be normal. Itaunge munhu ari kuenda kubathroom aushauti kuda kuenda kubathroom. Be quiet. Focus on the core business. Don't remove your eyes from the goal. Told a story of John Pemberton, the guy behind Coca-Cola. Baba wakafari rombe. Wakasira mwana, the empire. He couldn't do anything. And they had sold it to Asa Candler. And these are the guys who made Coca-Cola where it is. So you've got a talent, you've got an ability, you've got a skill, but you lack materially character. And that absence of character will take everything that you've worked for. And you don't Photoshop character. Yasiyana nema picture atino beautify chibvisa mapimbo. When it comes to character, aina application inodila nayo. You have to work on your character. So, you don't need a prophet who goes out to read swords, you know it. Are you with me? Right now, kune vanhu hobo muno vari kurodya dzimba dzinodhura uchipaka mota inodhura pamba pasiri pako. The next thing umgoidazira kuti handina capital. That's a character issue. Unobuda from this particular side of town. Kune mahaya akawanda muZimbabwe, thank God. So there's this other high, there's this other high. Kana isati yakwana enda uko. Are you with me? Tine maglen akawanda. Kana isati yakwana chimboenda uko. Uzoenda uko. Ukaita nharo unoenda ku Glen Forest. Simple. So right now, men of our business, look at them. Why they're struggling? Because we're stretching them too far. You are forcing your business to sustain my habits. You want to please Hama, Shangmari. My time is up. I need to sit down, guys. You've been awesome. Thank you so much.